Hello YouTube. We're going to unbox something that just arrived today. Even though it was made in China, it didn't come from China. It is a Rough Rider. Rough Riders are known as an inexpensive Chinese knife, but they also have a reputation on the YouTube knife review circuit as being a knife of incredible fit and finish. Up there on a par, I've heard this many times on YouTube, on a par with Case. Now, that's interesting. What do we have here? We have a red jig bone, single blade trapper lock. Okay? It has a thumb plate, thumb nub on one side, which is unusual for a traditional knife. It's got a long mirror polish clip point blade, beautiful jigged bone handles, an inlet shield, and a liner lock. Okay? Now, let's take a look at this. You can see we have a 3 1/4 inch blade and a 4 1/4 inch handle. I like that. It fits in my hand. I get all full 4-finger grip. It's got no jimping. It's a pocket knife. It's not a modern knife. And we're going to get now into the meat of this review. Why did I buy this knife? When you follow as many knife reviewers on YouTube as I do, you start to become aware of patterns, of trends. And I've noticed with at least 4 reviewers, I hope I can name them all, that there's a re-interest. I'm not going to say a resurgence or a renaissance, but there seems to be at least the very beginnings of a re-interest in traditional knives. Now, yes, the modern knives are cool. What do the modern knives give us? One-handed opening, one-handed closing, a locking mechanism, and a pocket clip. That's cool. They give us that, but they don't give us the nice warmth of a natural material handle. Now just look at these two knives. This is, very techno-machined. I'm not saying it's a bad knife. I love this knife. It's an Navy K507. It's probably the best well-built Chinese knife I own, and it is highly serviceable. But in terms of the look, the traditional look of the jig bone, there's something about this. Now, the reviewers that are participating to some degree, more or less, varying with each one of them, in this renaissance of natural knives, are right at the forefront is the Apostle P, and he is really featuring GEC knives, which everyone who reviews GEC knives says they are superior to Case. That's quite a statement. My guess is they're on an equal in terms of perfection of fit and finish with Case, but because they're the new kid on the block, people are saying that. Also, a new one on the block, even more recently established than GEC, is the Canal Street Cutlery. So that's pretty cool. Now, I have 16 of these so-called modern knives in my EDC rotation. It is my intention, because I like these too. We all started out with these, unless you're 17 or something. It is my intention to fill in my rotation, my EDC rotation of modern knives, with an alternate traditional knife every other one. And the criteria I set out for myself are this, and I may or may not stick to this, but it's got to have a single blade. I like single blade knives. They tend to be thinner and carry in the pocket better. It's got to have a locking mechanism. Now, the truth is not all traditional knives have locking mechanisms, and if they do, it's probably a lockback, which I think is the strongest of all the locking mechanisms. This one happens to have a liner lock, not unheard of in traditional knives. What's unusual about this one is it has a one-hand opening thumb tab. Now, it's unusual, but it's not unheard of for a traditional knife to be one-handed opening. That does not make it a non-traditional knife. In fact, the classic Buck 110 folding hunter the most widely copied knife in the world, is now available as an option with a thumb stud opening. Who would have ever thought of that? That a classic is now yielding to one-handed operation. So to me, the one-handed operation does not kill it in terms of defining it as a traditional knife. Now, this is a Rough Rider. It's a Chinese knife, and it's unfortunate that this one came first, because this is the beginning of my alternate traditionals in my rotation, because I also ordered at the same time a case copper lock with jigged blue bone handle, and the case, the all-American, made-in-America case, would have been the better knife to show, just to kick off what I'm trying to do here with traditionals, working them into my modern rotation. So that's it. This is a really nice red jig bone. It's got threaded bolsters. I hope you can see, as I rub my finger across this, the transition from bone to bolster is absolutely seamless. Just seamless. The fit and finish is perfect. This might be reversible, this thumb thing, but the liner lock certainly isn't. It's got a shield that's nicely fit. You know, wow. I think I did good here, guys. So, this is my criteria. Single blade, lots of handle. I have to have a full 4-finger grip. I'll just throw a knife away if I can't get all fingers around it. And like I say, the next one, which I had hoped would come first, is going to be a case copper lock with beautiful jig blue bone. Okay, that's it. Once you see what's going on, the direction my collection of moderns is taking. I love these knives. I do not despise them. It finally occurred to me that a love of one type of knife does not preclude a love of another type of knife. It's okay to have both, you know, and that's what I'm going to do. No pocket clips. It's a pocket knife. You throw it in your pocket. That's just the way it goes. Okay, everybody. God bless you. I love you all. I want you to take good care out there and stay safe. Okay. Bye-bye.